Welcome back to Carneades.org. Today we're going to be continuing our series, Dumbfounding Definitions, Dizzying Distinctions, and Diabolical Doctrines, a series sorting through some of the jargon of philosophy. In this video, we are going to be looking at what is behaviorism, which is a position to some degree in psychology, but also to some degree in philosophy as well. Let's take a look. So, we're going to look at 4 different kinds of behaviorism here. I will call them weak behaviorism, methodological behaviorism, psychological behaviorism, and philosophical behaviorism. Each position is defined by a central thesis which it is, to a greater or lesser degree, committed to. So let's take a look. First off, let's start as weak behaviorism, which is also known as kind of the attitude of behaviorism. It's more loosely defined and more loosely committed to its central tenets than other positions. Simply, it claims that any psychological theory must be confirmed in terms of the way that individuals act or behave. If I have a theory that, say, people are afraid of spiders, I need to confirm it through the use of empirical data, perhaps showing people spiders and seeing how they react. Compared to the other positions, this is a more intuitive and kind of a weaker claim. It seems that any empirical science in some way needs empirical data to confirm it. So even if I have a theory which is about mental states, I need to use empirical data to confirm it. Now, methodological behaviorism is in the same track, but a bit stronger claim. The methodological behaviorist is committed to the claim that the object of study of psychology is not the mind or mental states or some internal states, but behavior. Psychologists' job is not to study what's in your mind, but rather what you do. Since mental states are inherently private, they cannot be the study of an empirical science. Those are mental states like beliefs or desires. Psychology should instead concern itself with the observable actions, not the unknowable beliefs or desires of their subjects. A methodological behaviorist would claim that we should explore the actions of one confronted with a spider rather than one's beliefs or desires regarding spiders. Psychological behaviorism, on the other hand, is about explanation. It claims that we can explain all behavior solely by referencing external stimuli. It's not saying that psychology should study or does study just behavior. What it's saying is that all behavior can in fact be explained solely by reference to external stimuli. According to the psychological behaviorist, everything that someone does can be explained without reference to some internal mental state, but only through the use of external or environmental evidence. The psychological behaviorist would claim that my reaction of running away from a spider could be explained by something in the environment. Perhaps I was bitten by a spider years ago. External factors are sufficient to explain this reaction, to explain other behaviors. We need not reference beliefs about spiders or fear of spiders. Skinner's radical behaviorism might be classified as a type of psychological behaviorism. The key with this type is that it's about explanation. It's saying that behavior can be explained by external stimuli. Philosophical behaviorism, which is also known as logical or analytic behaviorism, is a claim about the terms we use in psychological theories. It's more a claim about philosophy of language than it is about actual psychology. The philosophical behaviorist claims that any psychological theory which references mental terms or concepts can and should translate these terms and concepts into behavioral terms and concepts. They might claim that the theory, people are afraid of spiders, should be translated into, when presented with spiders, people run away, or some other more descriptive explanation of all the behaviors that we associate with fear. The philosophical behaviorist makes the very strong claim that any of our concepts or any of the things that we attribute to mental states can just be explained as behaviors. There's nothing more to say about them. For the philosophical behaviorist, we don't need any terms or concepts beyond those which reference behavior. All mental terms are reducible to behavioral terms. Whenever we claim someone is in a particular mental state, we actually mean they display some particular behavior. When you say someone believes that X, really what you're saying, according to the philosophical behaviorist, is that they act in a particular way. As a skeptic with certain opinions about proclivities, I'm going to have some problems with philosophical behaviorism, but we won't get into those right now. What do you think? How should we study psychology? Is the only way to understand people in terms of behavior, since mental states are inherently private? Are all mental concepts reducible to behavioral concepts? Write your answer in the comments below and watch this video and more here at Carneades.org and stay skeptical, everybody.